winning musician, our father, our social activist, Jamie Foxx! Thank you so much, man. First of all, I'm not going to talk long. I just want to say this. Every once in a while, something comes along that's tragic, and it touches you like nothing else. When I first saw this story, I couldn't get over it. I couldn't get over something like this happening to this kid. You know, I got kids myself, and anybody out there that's got kids, you know how much you love them and how much you hold them in preciousness. And when you see someone like Sabrina and Tracy to have their kid taken away from them, so frivolous, and just seems so senseless. And then to see like that maybe nothing would happen about it. And we live in 2011, 2012, 2013, where you feel like the human spirit should always win out. But then you have to shake your head and say, there's always something brewing. Like my grandmother used to say, the devil is always busy. I'll tell you my personal thing about this, and I come here today, no political anything, no agenda, anything like that. Just come here as a father and as a person who was at the Image Awards. And as I'm walking with my daughter, who's 18 years old, and I see Sabrina on the carpet, and immediately we almost both start shedding tears. I never met her, but she hugged me and she said, "It killed my baby." And I said, and she said, and I think I'm paraphrasing it, they may try to get away with it. And I said, no, they're not going to get away with it. And they're not going to get away with it. Now look, and Tracy and Boris, and I was just like, how do they feel? Like every single day, you know, there's this emptiness inside of me. Now, the thing is that with press, and you know how press goes, it'll be a hot story at one point, it'll be the thing to go to, and all of a sudden they try to forget about it. And I say, I don't want anybody to forget about this, because they can't forget about the fact that they lost their son. And the thing is that we're not asking anything out of the ordinary. You're just asking for justice. You're just asking for the dude to go to trial and have his day in court. That's the most simplistic thing. That's the most American thing that you could possibly imagine. That's not black, that's not white, that's not Jewish, that's not Republican, that's not Democratic. That's just simple. That's American. That's the American way. Let this man have his day in court. And then we'll talk about all the other things after that. But during the show of the Image Awards, Harold Belafonte got up and he spoke so eloquently. And he said, look at all you young black guys and young black girls with all this money and all this talent and all these, the star, and your star is shining, and you sit here mute and you don't say anything. And I was going to get up and talk about me and talk about how great I was and all these different things, and I just felt embarrassed. And I told Harry Belafonte, Sidney Poitier, I told Sabrina, I said, this is my time and this is our time as young black folk to stand up and not wait until I fell off, but to do it while people were looking at me. So I want to let you know that I'm absolutely committed to all of you out there that have young kids. I hope you never have to go through anything like this. I hope you never have to go through. When I look at my kids, I cherish them every day. And like I said, I've been touched. And like I said, I don't care what anybody says about it. I wasn't going to miss this day, and I'm not going to miss days in the future when we have a chance to step out there and talk about Trayvon. All I can tell you is this, is that there's a song, or there's some words that are on these hoodies, and that I think we all have to think about when anything bad happens to us. And you know how tragic it could be in the hood. You know how tragic it could be in our community. And the song is, no weapon formed against me She had a love whisper, it won't work. No hands hold against me. She had a love whisper, it will never work. We love you, Trayvon.
Tracy, today want to make a presentation to Jamie. I do want to say this. Jamie Foxx, a man of his word, he sent a tweet to Attorney Cook saying, what good is having influence if you don't speak up on issues that matter? So that's Jamie Foxx.
Thank you to Jamie Foxx, because a lot of people have told us different things that they would do for us, and we haven't seen them yet. But just like when he told us that he was going to do, he did it. And a lot of people were skeptical in their head, and they said that he won't come. He won't come all the way to Miami. He's not going How many of you know that God will make a way? He will make a way where there's no way. I just want to tell you my favorite Bible verse. It is Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. And it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not unto your own understanding, but believe in him, and he shall direct your path. Right now I'm leaning on God. I'm leaning on God to bring me through this process, because it is truly a healing process. We have lost a loved one. We have lost the stuff and gained the stuff.
That's right. That's right.
And I just want to say too that we're not going to stop fighting. We're going to fight for our kids. We're going to fight for your kids. This is about all of us. It's not just about us. And then lastly, I want to say thank you all for coming out. You just look so good just looking out there into the crowd. You just look so beautiful. And I just want to tell Trayvon I love him. I love him. I love him. Thank you.
Like to definitely thank everybody out for coming out, supporting us. Jamie, man, when they first showed it, they started texting me. They like, Jamie Foxx got on Trayvon's shirt, and it went global, man. And I've always been a fan of you, but it's more than being a fan of yours now. You family, bro. You family. It's just the goodness in your heart, man, that make people really appreciate you, man. And we really appreciate you here, man. You always got a family here in Miami, And I'm sure all our friends and family out here feel the same thing. And today we're here, this is a day in remembrance of my main man.
Yeah. 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 Right through it, Tracy. Come on, bud. Take your time. Our hands up, baby. Our hands up, though.
We just want Trayvon to know that it's gonna be all right. You know, this is their remembrance, man. This is supposed to be a day of joy. So, and we're gonna make it a day of joy. I'm shedding tears, these tears of joy. I love my son, I miss my son, and I know he's looking down on us. Telling both of his parents, man, y'all doing a good job. We're gonna keep up the fight for him. Y'all continue to stand with us, man. God bless you.